Man, can't believe it. It hasn't been a year yet, and already we're Friday the 13th. Last year was pretty good. Did that Beetlejuice video. Oh, hey, new subscriber and a comment. Beetlejuice666 says, "Hey, Roger Reviews, love the review. Hope we get to do another Beetlejuice video today." Wait. Oh no. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Roger Reviews channel. And guys, today is Friday the 13th, and it's kind of interesting. It came a lot earlier than I expected this year. But with that said, we're going to get into a very unique review. That being the NECA Ben Cooper Beetlejuice costume action figure. So yeah, if you guys were familiar with like this style of packaging, it's pretty much like the costume kits that we reviewed during Halloween, except this time around they're themed around a certain character. This time it is Beetlejuice. So as you can see, the figure right there is based around the cartoon version of Beetlejuice. The packaging itself is in the same scale as the other Halloween kits, but it's very cool as far as the different color scheme, running from this black to this very lime green, as you can see right there. You also get the text up here saying that it's a costume action figure. Of course, the figurine right here in the front of the window, the Beetlejuice logo, and the Ben Cooper logo at the corner. On the side, you get, again, in big font, the costume action figure sort of branding, the Beetlejuice logo, Ben Cooper logo, and the number which he falls into the lineup. On the back, you have this really cool, like, retro style shot of the character. So it's really neat seeing, the figurine right here. And then again, you get the name up on top. It's the exact same thing right here on this side. And I always think this is really cool. They give credits on the bottom right here to the people that actually made the figure, from, the packaging right there to the prototype. So it's really cool seeing that. And you get a bunch of other logos, like the NECA logo, the Real Toys logo, and yet again, the other, like Beetlejuice logo, things like that. And then up on top, just like with the Halloween kids, it puts the name of the character right here, the size. Well, let's go ahead and open them up and see what's inside. And here he is out of the box. And looking at the costume kid, he looks really cool. But of course, I'll start from top to bottom. Looking at the head sculpt, or the mask, it looks really neat. It captures, the classic look of Beetlejuice from the cartoon series. Love the colors that go throughout it, like this sort of like soft violet color. You also get some blues, some yellows, really neat. And if you look closely, you can actually see the kid's eyes, which is kind of cool. I like that little feature. In the back, he has like this short black haircut, and then it does have like this little strap for the mask already, like it's part of the mold around his head, so there's no way to actually take off the mask, just like the other Halloween kids. But you do get some decent movement right here on the top of the head, so you go side to side, back, and forward. Looking at the torso, again, it captures the classic Beetlejuice cartoon that he's based around. So you get this really awesome printing on this sort of like pleather style outfit. So it is like the soft goods, things like that. It's more of a onesie, so it is, running down the legs as well. And then like you saw right here, I don't know why they always put this, but there is a way to actually take off the outfit, I believe. But then you still have the mask, so it wouldn't make much sense to remove the outfit if it goes along with, the whole set. But other than that, he does sort of have like this ball joint. I can kind of feel it right here, like in the waist area, side to side, back, and forward. Looking at the arms, the arm does stick out pretty good. It is able to go all the way around right here. He does have a double elbow, so he has some really awesome movement. He has a swivel near the shoulder and articulation at the wrist at the hand. The other side as well. Arm sticks out right there. It is able to go all the way around with ease. Again, double elbow, swivel at the top of the shoulder, and articulation at the wrist at the hand. Looking at the waist, there's not a lot to look at other than, the rest of the outfit running down, but I guess we can look at the legs. He goes about there as far as like in a split position. He is able to sit down pretty nicely, and his legs go back right there. And he does have a swivel right here near the thighs. And looking at the knee joints, they go into a kneeling position. And lastly, looking at the shoes, he has these little black, or not black and white, blue and white shoes right here. They look really nice, as you can see. They do point down and up, and he does have rock ankles on them to get some cool action poses. And lastly, looking at the accessory, he owns a bucket. Looking at the bucket, it has this really awesome like design to it. It has like these two little eye holes right here on the skull. It has some printing with the nostrils, this little like crease right here under the eye, and then the mouth itself is printed on. It comes in this like, again, like a soft violet color, so that's kind of cool to see. It does have this black handle, and it's hollow inside. And he does hold on to it very nicely, as you can see right here. So it clips, very sturdy into his hand, and it gives for a really good like effect, especially if you're like wanting to do like a diorama type of scene. So as an overview of the figure, he is awesome. I want to try and see, if we can get a hold of any of the other movie themed characters, but Beetlejuice is a really neat addition to the collection. I was planning on reviewing him actually on Halloween, but seeing that we were getting another Friday the 13th, pretty soon throughout this year, I just had to do him. But going off the figure again, the articulation is great. I didn't really get anything in the way as far as like with the sleeves. I was kind of worried about that, but nothing in particular I can think about. The attention to detail with the whole costume and mask, even the bucket, are really neat additions to, any type of collection. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can still get this one out in the wild, so just be on the lookout. I think I picked him up back then, like at Target, I want to say. So check your local Targets. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this Friday the 13th special. And again, I've tried to contact Jason, but he still hasn't picked up the phone yet. So hopefully next Friday the 13th, he does manage to make an appearance. But other than that, if you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. And I'll catch you all next Friday the 13th.